Assalamu alaikum, hazor rahmat baroi vakti shumo. First of all, it is a great honor to be back in the historic city of Hujand and in the beautiful region of Suғd. I want to extend my thanks to the people of this region, to the governor, the mayors that I have met with, for their warm hospitality and our cooperation. The goal of my visit was to look at the broad range of United States assistance programs here, from healthcare to agriculture to economic development, education and exchanges, and to find ways that we could continue and expand this cooperation. I also made a promise at the request of your president to travel throughout Tajikistan to experience the diversity and richness of your great country. So this is in fact one of the first visits that I have taken outside of Dushanbe since becoming ambassador here. Well, I just met with the governor, and I agree with him that this region has tremendous economic potential. Earlier this week, I visited the Kamsup antimony mine, which represents the largest single United States investment in Tajikistan. This is an antimony mine, and because of the $30 million invested to date by the American company in that plant, Tajikistan is the third largest antimony producer and exporter in the world. We are very proud of this investment and are looking at further ways we can work with the government to improve the investment climate, the business climate, and attract additional American investment. So one of our long-standing goals in our relationship going back to the independence of your country, and I must say the United States is proud to have been one of the very first countries to recognize your independence and to open a diplomatic mission here. So one of our long-term goals from those early days that remains today is to enhance this country's sovereignty, territorial integrity, and independence. And a key aspect of that is expanding your economic options and choices. So I do want to see more American and other investors, businesses, services, products coming to Tajikistan and coming to the region of Suғd. We are working with the government on ways to improve the investment climate to attract exactly that. There is interest that we will be pursuing on both sides. First of all, I agree with the priority and objective that your president has placed on education and particularly foreign language study. In the course of my visit over the last several days, I had the great honor to meet so many amazing Tajik youth who are participating in our programs at the American spaces in Hujand, in Isfara, and graduates of our programs, for example, Flex and Access. I was also very pleased to see alumni of our programs who are doing great things to build and develop their communities here and to build this country's future. We are proud of these graduates. We are proud of these programs. I am a strong supporter of our efforts in English language. This is why I wanted to come here to meet with these students, to give them certificates of completion on ending and continuing their English language studies. So this is a shared priority between the government of the United States and the government of Tajikistan. Sure. So after visiting the antimony plant by Kamsup, We also visited a water treatment facility financed and funded in part by USAID that is improving irrigation and the delivery of water to farmers and households in this area. I also had the opportunity to meet with some of your amazing women entrepreneurs. This is an issue that is very important to me, supporting the private sector, supporting the establishment of new businesses, and particularly showing our support for women-owned businesses. I'm very pleased to note again that many of the entrepreneurs we have met with are alumni of our exchange programs and English language programs, which just reinforces in my mind the critical need for us to continue and to expand these programs. I also had the opportunity to visit a community health center, again supported by USAID, that is doing great work on community health, providing needed healthcare services for the people of this region. Beyond that, I had the opportunity to travel and see the beautiful culture, history, and nature in this region. And I want to encourage other Americans to visit here, to experience what I experienced. This is another shared goal we have with the government of Tajikistan, finding ways to attract additional tourists, particularly American tourists, because I know that this is a priority of the government and an area of great potential because of the natural beauty, because of the warm hospitality of your country and your people. So we will continue to work together in this area. You may know that this is not my first time in your beautiful country. I served and worked here from 2010 through 2013 as the head of our political and economic section, and it was very much a goal of mine to return here as ambassador. I feel very much at home here, and again, I am so grateful for the warmth and hospitality of the Tajik people. That is one of the reasons I wanted to return, because again, I feel very much at home here. The second reason I wanted to come back was to continue to build this friendship, this partnership between the governments of the United States and Tajikistan and among the Tajik and American people. Everything that we are doing across the board, from economics and trade to education to security matters, these all hinge on our people-to-people ties. This is something that I wanted to do by coming here to enhance those ties and those relations. But I am very proud to be the United States ambassador here. I am so grateful for the opportunity to represent my great country in your great, beautiful country. Thank you for this opportunity to meet with you and to conduct this interview. I want to thank you and the other members of the press, the journalists here in Suғd, for the critical, important work you are doing for the Republic of Tajikistan and for the Tajik people. Access to accurate, clear, reliable information is critically important to the future of this country. The United States has long supported independent, free media in Tajikistan because this is aligned with our long-term shared goals, the continued progress, development, prosperity of this country. Our experience in the United States and around the world shows that free media is critical to all of these goals. So again, I thank you and I congratulate you for the work you are doing as professional journalists. Salamat boshad.